And the purpose of our video today is to demonstrate how to measure an arched opening for your glass fireplace doors. I'd like to refer you to our other video on measuring for masonry fireplaces, because in that video I describe a number of terms and factors that also are relevant towards measuring the arched fireplace. And I'm not going to repeat those in this video, but we're going to focus instead solely on measuring the arched fireplace. As you can see in the fireplace, the arched opening has a lot of inconsistencies and variations. What most installers will do is they'll put in an overlap door that hides those inconsistencies and variations. On a beautiful cut stone fireplace like this one, you wouldn't want to hide the stone, and you want a nice inside fit door that would fit inside the opening. Regardless of whether you take an overlap fit or an inside fit, you're going to need accurate measurements. So how do you get accurate measurements with an arched opening? Well, you do that by using a template. And we get templates in all kinds of materials and substrates. We get them in paper, wood. Most common, we get a piece of cardboard where the installer will actually put cardboard, tape it up over the opening, cut an opening in the cardboard, reach down underneath and trace out the inside of the fireplace. That works fairly well. However, there are times when the cardboard doesn't travel very well. There are times when the line gets thicker in certain spots than in other spots, and we have to interpret what the technician was trying to tell us. The material that we recommend using for the template is a plastic film. We typically use a 5mm or 7mm polyester film, much like the kind you can pick up at your artist display store. And if you can't find it there, please feel free to call us or write us or email us. We'll be happy to send the film to you along with some detailed instructions on how to use the film. Now let's look and see how the film is used in this fireplace. Because of the size of the opening on this fireplace, we've had to tape two pieces of plastic film together, so we covered the entire opening. And we use a very low-tack masking tape to apply this to the opening. There's really two things you want to keep in mind as you're putting the template onto the opening. Number one, it's got to cover the entire opening. And number two, you want it to fit flush on the bottom, so it just rests on the bottom of the fireplace opening. Once the film is in place, take a Sharpie marker and carefully and accurately trace the opening as best you can. We use this rough stone opening to give you a worst case scenario. But keep your eye level with the opening and give us an accurate representation of what that opening looks like. As you continue to make your measurements on the opening, please refer back to the video on measuring for masonry fireplaces. In that video, we talked about the importance of the lintel and what role that plays in the opening itself. In this particular fireplace, the lintel is up and behind the stone, so it doesn't come into play. But if it did, you'd have to take those lintel measurements into consideration as you're doing your opening. Now that the template is up, we want to make sure that we label it correctly prior to sending it in. As you're looking at the fireplace, you mark the left side and the right side. In this case, we had no lintel that we're concerned with, so we're marking that down. We put our name, the company name, our purchase order number, our telephone number, and the contact of the person's name who actually made the template. In addition, we include our order form that's completely filled out that takes you step by step through the entire process to make sure that everything is complete and accurate. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions at all about either measuring or installing a fireplace door, please feel free to email us or call us and we'll be happy to help you.